Here are 10 tips that will help you win more in the new Fortnite season. Starting with the first tip, make sure to always keep a sniper with you, as if you're getting attacked with the Zeus lightning bolt, then you can easily snipe the person out of the air in between his attacks, as using the Zeus mythic makes the instigator very vulnerable. The Zeus lightning bolt throws 3 lightning bolts, with the last one taking longer to charge, meaning it will be the easiest for you to get a headshot snipe on the enemy. The second tip is that having your wings in your hand will lead to you taking no fall damage. So if you're about to fall, you can equip the wings and you won't take any fall damage. An additional tip with the wings is to never push someone with it, as it just makes you a simple target. But if you manage to get in such a situation, then you can use the right and left dashes to evade the enemy's shots. But keep in mind, dashing left and right with the wings burns through the durability of it much faster than it normally would, which is similar for the boost feature it has. The new DMR is already a weapon that is hated in the community by almost everyone, but make sure to give it a shot because it has very high damage and accuracy with lower fire rate and is great for getting high shots on your enemies, possibly for search. The mythic one can do 75 body damage and 131 headshot damage, which is quite crazy. I have found a lot of DMRs without a scope also as floor spawns and prefer them because they feel similar to an infantry rifle but higher damage and lower fire rate. A way to phase into the enemy's box is by using these skulls. If you didn't know, then in this season you can get in this green water, and this grants you 3 skulls that stay with you the entire match and doesn't go unless you use them. Each skull grants you a 0-point dash, and this can be used to phase into the enemy's box by lowering the wall's HP and phasing in on the last shot. With the addition of the new Zeus lightning bolts, it is even more easier to finish off players, but it is necessary to know when you can use this mythic, as it does make you an easy target. You should never use this in the start of your fight, but rather whenever your enemy is boxed up and doesn't exactly know where you might be. This mythic doesn't really have a very loud starting sound, so it makes it difficult for the enemy to know if he is getting hit. The last bolt you will throw with this mythic can damage through builds and does 80 damage, so use it according to the situation you are in. In the new season, Fortnite has also added these new loot bunkers that has loot similar to a vault, and there are 9 of these in total on the whole map, but they have a catch. You cannot open them on will with a keycard or medallion, but rather they open whenever the third circle forms, and then anyone can loot it. You can box up the bunker with metal from the outside to sort of claim it, but you might have to fight for it. 6 out of 9 spawn each game. Inside there is around 400 gold. If you have played Fortnite in the last season, then you will have remembered these medallions that would have healed you in increments as you pick up more of them, but in this season they are quite different. There are a total of 4 of them on the whole map and can only be acquired by killing the 4 bosses. Zeus gives the medallion of speed, allowing you to move faster and jump higher when sprinting. Ares gives you the medallion of damage that allows you higher damage dealt on long range weapons. Cerberus gives you the medallion of skulls, which allows you to build up the skulls throughout the match and use them to dash whenever you want. And finally, Hades gives you the medallion of siphon, allowing you to heal whenever you eliminate a player. Just might be the best medallion to have in this season. Last season there used to be bounty boards that would let you earn gold upon completing the bounty, but in this season there is something different, which is called job boards, and there are 4 variants, including bounty, in which you have to eliminate an enemy; supply drop, in which a random supply drop will appear and you have to open it; treasure, in which you have to seek out and dig up the buried treasure; vehicle, in which you have to complete a vehicle related challenge. The most essential weapon to eliminate someone in Fortnite are the shotguns, and in this season there are 3 of them: the hammer pump and the frenzy auto that is continued from the previous season, and one new shotgun, which is the gatekeeper shotgun. The gatekeeper normally only has 3 shots, which shoots quite fast just like the tac shotgun, but reloads quite slow when compared to the hammer pump from the last season, which when compared to the hammer pump from the last season has a small reticle and is more accurate. The hammer pump has 5 shots with a slower fire rate than the gatekeeper, but reloads faster than the gatekeeper. So if you know that you have good aim, the hammer pump might be better for you just because of its accuracy and more ammo capacity along with its reload speed. But the gatekeeper is a viable option for someone who tends to not have the best aim in the world, as the gatekeeper has a bigger reticle. The faster fire rate will help someone who has a better aim, and it does quite a lot of damage in close combat. With the season still being fresh, a ton of people are going to the new POIs such as Mount Olympus and the Underworld, but I have found them to be very open. These are POIs where there are a lot of places where you can't build and you're guaranteed to get third party. I recommend landing somewhere outside but close so that you can push inwards to these POIs and get all of the kills and loot with the power of third party. If you want to land Mount Olympus, then you can possibly land here, and if you want to go to the underworld, then you could possibly land here. Landing at the POIs itself is a viable option, but your life is completely dependent on RNG and luck for the starting few minutes at least. If you have full trust in your skills and mechanics, then landing at the POIs won't be any difficult for you most of the time. Another trick related to the Zeus mythic is if you have these 3 skulls with you and you're using the Zeus mythic, you can dash around to evade any shots thrown on you. Most people don't know this trick, so make sure to try it out. And a bonus tip with the wings is that you can easily take height as shown in the video and is done without a cooldown. Make sure to try it out. Another bonus tip or a favor is to use code NHZ to help me out. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.